Hello everyone, welcome to the new episode of Honest Opinion. Here we independently analyze various current affairs, world finance, world economy. It can be economy of a country also. So we try to give the realistic viewpoint on any subject matter. We are not biased. Good is good, bad is bad. So today we are talking about the recent incidents in Venezuela. What has happened? What has been done by US in Venezuela few days before? Whether this is legally right or not, legally not right. Many people are criticizing. We are not going into those details because this is beyond our limitation, beyond our control, because there are international observatory institutes are there. They will take decision on those things. But what we can discuss, or where we can focus on the history about Venezuela, because history never lies. What has happened in last more than 100 years in Venezuela, how things have changed. So those things we can discuss. And I will try to give some real facts at a summary level, because I have seen many people are talking many things. Even many news channels are giving wrong informations. So I will try to give some realistic events and incidents that had happened in Venezuela in last more than 100 years. Well, before that, let me tell you, at this current moment, the oil production globally, America's share is almost 22%. Means 22% of global oil requirement or production is from USA. Second is Saudi Arabia, about 11%, and third is Russia, about 10.5%, approximate figure. So USA is way ahead of oil production and also export, oil export. Even their own requirement is itself is very huge. Okay, and Venezuela export at this moment is about, I think, 800,000 barrels per day (BPD), which is 0.8% or 0.7% of world requirement. So basically, Venezuela is exporting less than 1% oil globally, what the world needs. So there is no comparison of what US is doing and what Venezuela is doing. Many people are saying that China is taking 80% of the oil from Venezuela. This is correct, but that is 80% of whatever is produced in Venezuela, and that constitutes only 5% of China's requirement. So basically, even if this 5% China doesn't get it from Venezuela, it will not impact anything, because this 5% they can buy from other markets. So this is the reality. So because of this incident, the oil price will go up. All these things are not correct. And if you see, the oil price is not increase also, because the contribution of Venezuela at this moment to the entire world oil supply is negligible. Okay, now coming back to Venezuela's oil history. Oil was everybody was aware that Venezuela has a lot of oil. In 1908, the new president came into power in Venezuela. His name was Juan Gomez. So he started or initiated the oil concessions. Initially, he started with completed one drill. So in 2014, the first drill was completed in Venezuela, and then within next few years, when they see that there is really oil and it can improve the economy, so they invited foreign companies to participate in the oil drilling. They started giving concession of the oil blocks. That way, several companies joined those programs. And Venezuela and USA, they are very near, and USA has all the big companies. So obviously, those USA companies got preference. Royal Dutch, Shell, Chevron, Gulf Oil, ExxonMobil, all these companies, they participated in the in the concession, and they started drilling oil there. And not only drilling, to make the infrastructure and everything, these companies have invested billions of dollars, because everybody has their own economics, all companies, because Venezuela government did not have money to invest. So these companies invested their own. They took 25 years, I think initially 25 years concession. Then they started producing oil, and the first refinery was built in 1917, 1917. And things were moving. The economy was developing, and the next 20-25 years, things were very nice. Venezuela has become one of the top producers of oil, not only producer, exporters of oil as well in the world. And economy was doing very good with all these foreign companies. In 1943, I think that time the new president president came into power, another new president. So they started taking more control of the oil assets towards the government. This is obvious, this is their land, their thing. So government started taking more control of the oil fields and all. So they make some rules, and again they gave 40 years concession to the foreign companies. So foreign companies already they have invested. They are already in the market. So for them, I think it was not a big deal. They had some negotiations, and they continue, drilling, and they continue their operations there. In 1970 or 71, the government decided that all the oil and gas assets should be nationalized. So accordingly, they have started working towards that. They discuss with the foreign companies, private companies, whoever have been there in operation. And finally, in 1976, they started the national company, PDVSA. That's the first national oil company, and all other oil blocks and everything, all were replaced by the local Venezuelan company, which is ultimately linked with the government oil company. But during this process, many foreign companies lost money because the claims, compensation, all these legal issues were there. Many were there, and the foreign companies lost a lot of money in that. But still, it continued. It impacted, but the oil assets and oil and gas assets were now part of the government. It is part of the national oil company. So things were fine. In 1999, the new president came, Mr. Chavez. Prior to his appointment as president, from 1976 to 1999, during this period, the management of this oil industry deteriorated. Like the government tried to use the money, from the oil assets to the social causes for various reasons, for political reasons, for various local requirements. I would say it's kind of mismanagement. And in 1999, when Mr. Chavez was in power, he was the president, it further deteriorated. Before, if only 25% of the oil industry money was used in socialism, let's suppose, during Mr. Chavez's time, maybe 70% of the money was utilized in social causes. Because of his own political reasons, his party's political benefits, so he utilized the money from the oil industry to the social causes. And as a result, in the next 10-15 years, the economy of Venezuela went down significantly. There were inflation was very high. Then poverty started. Then the medical issues were there. There were not enough hospitals. So ultimately, everything got destroyed. And then, the export and production of oil, because there is no fund, and no foreign companies were interested to come at that point of time, because it was very badly managed. So from 1999 till this period, it was horrible, and because of this local mismanagement, I would say, everything got disturbed. And now today, the situation has come that only less than 1% oil is produced and exported from Venezuela. So we can understand the situation over there. So the current president, he was the successor of Mr. Chavez from the same party. He was also kind of similar, of similar nature, because their party and their way of dealing things are the same. So there was no improvement, nothing. And then suddenly this incident has happened a few days before, and this is between USA and Venezuela. This is a big political game. He was, as per the report, the president was convicted of some drugs trafficking also to the US. US court is looking for him from long time, I think from 2019. And then Mr. Trump, the new president, he has taken that decision. This is something different. This is something I'm not discussing whether this is right or wrong. That international court, UN will decide. But overall, when you have oil reserve, which is the highest in the world, and you are doing mismanagement in dealing with that, then this is completely local government's inability, I would say. Trump has become president now only, or the current leadership in other countries, they have become leaders now only. But the situation in Venezuela is getting deteriorated from the from century, more than 100 years. So this is the reality, and this is what we studied, we found in the history, and this is what we wanted to share with everybody, so that everybody understands that this is not just one person or one country fault. Many people are saying that USA will take all the oil from Venezuela. Well, I already mentioned that USA has 22% share in world oil supply now, and Venezuela is less than 1%. And again, USA companies lost heavily dealing with Venezuela in last 100 years. They have to now. Mr. Trump is saying their companies will go and explore more oil. Means they have to do a lot of investment. The old pipeline, there's an old century-old infrastructure is of no use now. So it's a bold statement if USA companies starts exploring oil in Venezuela. It's a very big and bold statement by Mr. Trump, because it involves a lot of money, lot of investment. So he is taking that risk. Only USA or Mr. Trump knows, because other countries may be not interested to take such risk. And even though they know, there are a lot of billions of dollars are already there stuck. They could not recover from Venezuela in previous decades. So this is all about an independent analysis about the crisis in Venezuela. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I do expect you to comment on this video, whatever your viewpoints. And believe me, this is a very independent view. This is a very honest opinion based on the historical facts. It is not biased by anything else. What is right, I just explained. Thank you very much.